actually, from where I am, is around 300 meters from here, and it seriously needs some work because it is not in the best of positions. And when we talk about facilities, as a country, we know we have bidded for AFCON 2027, and it is a joint bid together with Uganda and Tanzania. Now, wherever you are, think about the Kenyan facilities and have a lot of focus about Moi International Sports Center Kasarani, and also think about what we have at Nyayo National Stadium. I know the CAF delegation will be in the country to inspect those facilities, but from where you are, can you say comfortably that we have the best of facilities in this country? If you ask me, I will say no. I remember last week I was having a conversation with the Cabinet Secretary of Sports, and that is Ababu Namwamba, and for him he said there has been a lot of conversation and a lot of talks about money that was spent in different stadia, different facility, and he wrote to the Auditor General and asked a number of questions. Maybe when those questions will be answered, we can go all out and say this was a white elephant. It is a project that never started, never picked up, but Kenyan money was used. I know that time is coming, and we'll be here just to scrutinize and say what happened, what did not happen, and why do we have a number of stadia in the country that used a number of millions, but we don't have facilities. But also, in the spirit of facilities, and in the spirit of AFCON bid for 2027, the joint bid. I know yesterday the CES was going through the different stadia in the country, and he's saying he is optimistic. He trusts that the process will be seamless, and while CAF comes in the country, then Kenya will be up and ready to say that we can do our part as we try to host AFCON 2027.
A joint bid is exciting, but a joint bid also has special peculiarities. One of those peculiarities is that if one of the joint bidders lags behind the others, you pretty much pull the others behind. You pull the others down with you, because the assessment is an assessment of all the three as a single unit. We expect the first CAF mission, Confederation of African Football. We expect the first mission to do the preliminary inspection next month, July. We expect them to come to Nairobi, to be in Kampala, to be in Dar es Salaam, to assess our level of preparedness. And that is why we are not leaving anything to chance. We have drawn a very comprehensive master plan on how we are going to prepare the infrastructure required for this bid.
I'm very proud to be associated with sports, because I'm coming in at a time when there is a lot of vibrancy in the way we are handling things, and even what we did today is a semblance of what to expect in the future. What we have come in and we are having discussions on how we can be able to use the little resources that we have and ensure that the kind of stadia that we are developing are fit for purpose, so that we just don't duplicate things anyhow in a manner that they would not be used. Because why would we, for instance, when we want to have IAF meet in Nairobi, we have to go back again and say we need to refurbish this, we need to do that. We should have developed that. And therefore, in this master plan that we come up with, it explains itself on what should be required where. And we want to promise you that this time round, with the new government and the thinking of government in terms of nurturing talent, identifying that talent and nurturing and rewarding the same, this is something that Kenyans are going to be proud of.
Yeah, plenty of conversation there, and that is Peter Toom, the PS of sports, together with the Cabinet Secretary, Babu Namwamba. In black and white, they're saying they're optimistic, and yes, we need to do a lot. I know this government needs to pick up, and there is a lot of things that were supposed to happen in the previous government, previous regime. Also, the previous Cabinet Secretary had a number of things she had promised to sort out under the leadership of the then president. But all that, some were just talk, some became to a reality. But at this particular time, that will not matter. What matters most is what the current leadership is doing, what they will do, and what they have said they will be able to accomplish. But at this particular point, allow me to take a short commercial break. But when we come back, we focus on what exactly happened yesterday, because we had a number of UEFA Nations League matches on the cards, and different teams are trying as much as possible to produce the goods and have